bubbles in my chest.
What do you mean you have a bubble? What is it? Is it pain?
If it was pain, I'd call it pain. I have a bubble.
Blanche, do you know what a bubble is?
I know what a bubble is.
I know what it is. I've had a bubble.
In your head.
A bubble is something that just sits there. Yeah. Maybe he could explain to me how the three-way bulb works. I've always wondered about that.
I've always wondered about the same thing, Rose. That and what Jane Pauley looks like standing up.
Maybe she can't stand up. Maybe Willard has to carry her.
What's got me so sad? Oh, I just never had two better friends. I just can't stand the thought of leaving you. His dicky in her hand.
Well, that would certainly place him at the scene of the crime.
Look at this. I'm a walking time bomb. 230 over 190. Stand back, I could blow any minute.
Ma, you know that machine in the cafeteria.
Dorothy, you can't find a job and you need the money. Besides, it might be fun working together.
Well,
Nothing. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going to set up an interview with Mr. Allen tomorrow.
what was that?
Rose brought a dog home from the supermarket.
What?
I had a chill.
I have another question. Are you wearing a saber under your coat?
Yeah, I think it is. I'll see you later.
Ma, take off the coat. Ma, did you forget to take your blood pressure medicine again?
We had to use cotton and fish ointment.
That's nothing. In Sicily, we use a leaf in the river.
Ma, you never had a baby in Sicily.
I was a baby in Sicily.
Disposable bottles and formula. We had to sterilize our bottles and make our formula.
I nursed. Your brother was...
Why, the wildest thing that ever passed through there was Ovaltine. But the best part of it was that hunk of a doctor who examined me. He's going to be in Florida in a few weeks.
Wherever she goes, she finds a man.
So do hookers.
I am so nervous all of a sudden. Of course, I'm also very excited. I mean, I have dreamed about this moment all my life. Oh, honey.
Darling.
Is it my imagination, or was that my ex-husband, Stanley?
Dorothy, it's me, your ex-husband, Stan.
Got sidetracked. Look.
This is what you've been doing for the past 45 minutes.
Isn't he cute? I call him Scotty.
Now you can call him garbage.
We wear it well.
I think it's the pimento that really sets it off.
Hello, Elliot. I'm so sorry I'm late.
All right, but we should be going.
Girls, if I'm not back by Christmas, someone take my mother to midnight mass.
There's something about that man.
Rose, honey, can I borrow your golf gloves? I already packed mine.
Only if you promise not to move out.
I cannot promise that.
Then putt with bare hands.
Dorothy,
Oh,
did you not sleep again last night?
no, and it's been 3 nights in a row.
Honey, have you tried drinking warm milk before you go to bed?
No, I can't drink warm milk. It reminds me of the time Cousin Enoch fell into the vat of milk at the dairy.
Goodness, was he hurt? Stunned. Stunned is the only way to describe how stunned I am.
Just a minute, Blanche. Are you trying to tell us that you are stunned?
Don't you make fun of me, Dorothy Spornak. I just saw the sign-up sheet down at the bowling alley. Rose Dunn.
The artwork of Adolf Hitler.
The minute we saw it, we knew it was for you.
Thank you so much, Stanley. I'm going to put it right here on the coffee table.
It's from Dorothy, too.
If I had to thank her, I'd choke on the words.
Please risk it. was you doing?
Just looking through the old photo album. Boy, you were a cute kid.
Yeah, I was sort of cute. Oh, look, there I am at 7.
An angel.
Here I am at 11.
Adorable.
Oh, look, here I am at 15.
The beginning of the end.
Now, how many junkies have gas and hot flashes?
Well, they cleaned me out, took everything I owned. All I have is what I have on.
They took your clothes?
My clothes, my shoes, girdle, everything. Thank God I'm insured.
Ma, why in the world? Come get him.
Got a date tonight, no jewelry to wear. Some scum's woman is wearing my mama's jewelry.
I wonder if jewelry comes from Jewish people. In Little Falls, the jeweler was Jewish. Jeweler, Jewish? I wonder if there's a connection. I think tax or cancer or anything like that. There should just be a certain age where you have to turn your life in, like a library book. You pack a bag, you go, and that's that.
I wouldn't know what to pack. Of course, you know, the real question is, do they have dry cleaners there?
Well, dry cleaners die. There's probably a slew of attack.
Keep her company. I'm gonna help Dorothy.
Sophia, you know, I always thought there'd be a Catholic heaven with nuns and priests and church.
Oh, a girl never had a better friend than Trudy McMahon. What, Ma?
Oh, nothing. My underwear just hiked up on me. Right while you were lying.
Why? Why do you say I'm lying?
A girl never had a better friend than Trudy McMahon. Somebody here does her
Closet, I don't even know what to wear with the first night on the ship.
A life jacket and a great big smile.
I wonder what Rose is doing right now.
You mean you wonder if she's doing it right now?
No, I just wonder if maybe we didn't push her into something too fast.
But I don't care what Dorothy says. I'm not spending my vacation in New York.
Well, it might be interesting. I've never been to New York.
You haven't, Rose? I'm shocked. You're so cosmopolitan.
Well, take it from me, you're not missing a thing. The people are rude, streets are full of criminals, everything.
What do they say about us getting back together?
Come on in, girls. See? What did I tell you?
Ma, what are you doing?
I was having a meeting with my vacation club. It seems there are a lot of children who like to take vacations without their mothers.
Yeah, but then what do you... Brought back lovely memories, but I'm not the same woman you walked out on 2 years ago. I mean, my whole life has changed, and quite frankly, I like the way it is. The fact that I'm on my own now,
God, Dorothy, are you saying you won't take me back?
Well, we could never have things the way we used to have, Stan.
Rose. These letters are just a fantasy. The man is in prison for the next 20 years for armed robbery.
Blanche, I don't think it's right to lead the guy on like that.
Oh, why not? The poor man is surrounded by concrete and bars. What's wrong with bringing a little joy into his life?
Nothing.
Because of one little slip disc, Morty has not taken me to the barbecue.
What a shame. You'll miss the foot-stomping version of Sunrise Sunset.
You know, this kind of thing has been happening to me a lot lately, and I think it's because I'm going out with men who are too old for me. In the last year, my average day...
She looked at me and hoped I would marry rich, which I did. Very rich.
Why didn't she ever say any of this?
She did. Who did she turn to whenever she's in trouble? Who did she come to live with? Her favorite. You.
What an idiot. Of all the lame-brained, moronic dopes. I mean, if ever I wanted to reach right through the phone and strangle somebody.
Not really a morning person, are you, pussycat?
It's this caterer that I hired for my Save the Wetlands banquet. He's a week late with the menu.
You're not serious, Blanche.
Oh, sure I am. Breasts are back in fashion. And what God didn't give me, Dr. Myron Rosenzweig will. Oh, that man is the Picasso of plastic surgeons.
Well, just be sure he doesn't attach one of them to your forehead. Couldn't live with any of those. Look, I am perfectly capable of attracting a man who is charming, good-looking, and interested in personal hygiene.
Are you gonna take this seriously or not?
Blanche, are you all right?
I'm stunned. I'm just stunned.
Honey, what's wrong? Both to know that I don't enjoy failing anybody, especially this kid. But he's lazy. In his book report on A Tale of Two Cities, he said he liked them both, but he really prefers Minneapolis, because that's where Prince is from.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, hi, honey.
Rose.
I will continue to see Glenn for as long as I please.
Is he gonna leave his wife?
Ma, for the first time in a long time, I am really happy. So please leave me alone.
If you're so happy, how come I hear you pacing in your room night after night?
I can't sleep. I have a lot on my...
So I did. And the sheriff died. Arnie's fine. We had a wonderful time. Everything's terrific. I was only joking. Can you get those, honey?
Sure, Mom. Thank you for inviting us to stay with you.
Oh, thank you for these lovely gifts. What are you going to do with yours?
It's a log. I'm going to burn it.
Tantalizingly, just out of reach.
Let me guess. St. Olaf County Jail.
And Delhi.
Look, we have to do everything we can to help Ma. Now, the three of us have got to put our heads together and try to figure out for certain how that fire got started.
You're so right, Dorothy, and we can start by ruling out the obvious. Does Sophia have any friends who are, or ever have been, circus fire eaters?
No.
Would she like to meet some?
Dorothy, don't you worry now. We'll get to the bottom of this. Lord knows we've worked our way out of tight spots before.
Oh, geez. The mystery continues.
Now, girls, remember, look everyone over very carefully. Try to figure out who are the real guests and who are actors pretending to be guests. It'll help when it comes to solving the mystery.
Your apartment.
Thank you.
It kind of looks like something out of Miami Vice.
Really? Are you a fan of the show?
I adore it.
Me too! Miami Vice has been the biggest influence on my life. That's why I joined the police force. That's why I drive a fancy car. That's why I wear expensive Italian suits. That's why I'm up to my neck in hock. I understand, Lucy. Would you mind if I gave you a call sometime?
Oh, sure. I guess that'd be okay.
Not you, Lucy. I was talking to Rose.
Oh, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Tuesday night, I'm getting together with a couple of buddies. We're going through Don Johnson's trash.
Hear more about this mix-up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Night.
Try to pretend you don't notice his hands caressing your calf as he tries to keep his mind on shoes, but all the time he's thinking, dare I peek? Dare I look more? Dare I look where no eyes have looked before? Excuse me, more guests.
Don't tarry.
I love the way you British talk.
Well, hurry back and I'll say more words.
Oh. Dreyfus. I guess I did invite every male in town.
Adorable dance I think I've ever seen. Rose, honey, could I look at your hat for a minute?
Girls, I'm just so glad you're still up. Wait till I tell you about my date.
Wait till I tell you about my discovery.
Let's hear it.
It came to me when I was enjoying my second cup of Ovaltine.
Richard flew me to Atlanta for dinner in his private jet.
You're kidding. And that's when it hit me. We don't even need our sludge tube.
Well, you probably want to get her operational as soon as possible. After all, she's quite a showpiece. Where do I install her?
Well, actually, Lou, we're going to install her ourselves. Follow me.
Hold it. You're not serious.
Why not?
Oh, ladies, the installation of a toilet's a very delicate procedure. You gotta go to school, you gotta be...
I'm busy.
What are you doing?
It's Tuesday night. I'm cleaning out my purse.
Did all that stuff come out of your purse?
No, I was also cleaning out my ears. That's where the phenomenon, the rain bonnet came from.
Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood?
Forget.
How is that possible? Another man showed up?
What I mean is, I had never seen a man before. A man?
Paws were too big and that the other dogs would laugh at her.
Well, they did. They used to bark and point at her.
Everybody pointed at her. You made her wear a bonnet and matching booties.
Don't change the subject on me, Lily.
Honey, I thought I saw the king himself walk by, eating a giant chili cheeseburger and drinking a 36-ounce Dr. Pepper. Turned out it was an impersonator, but these are still very special mementos. And parting with them is an extremely painful sacrifice on my part.
$1.25.
$1.25.
You two, goodbye. Oh, goodbye, sweetie.
Goodbye.
Come on now, come on now. Get out of here. You come back more times than Shirley MacLaine.
Thank you for flying in.
My daddy was the smartest man who ever lived.
You must be Sophia. It's a pleasure to meet you. Excuse me for staring, ma'am, but I've always felt that the stunning classical beauty of an Italian woman...
It's much worse.
Blanche, what is it?
My life is over.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for thinking all those bad things about you when I thought you were pregnant. Like what a slut you were for having all those men.
Real fast. There it is. My mother's face. Scares me to death. It just scares me to death. I just get so depressed I don't want to get out of bed in the morning. I don't want to get out of bed ever again. It was you girls. Yes, you just let me carry on and be crazy, and you were right there through it all.
We live here.
But you were caring and supportive, and I want to thank you for it. I'm really lucky to have friends like you. Oh, the little rats are still here.
Yeah, the animal people are coming for them tomorrow.
No, they aren't.
No.
Well, we've been friends for nearly 60 years. Would you mind saying a few words?
Me? Mind? Well, I'd be happy to. Up here. Today is a day of great...
Bless you, Warden.
I wouldn't mind sleeping here on the sofa.
That lumpy thing, no, you're sleeping in my room.
Thanks.
I think I'll retire, too. This is the night I do my facial packs and compresses. It takes me an hour, but that's why my skin is as smooth as a baby's bottom. Surprise for me. Oh, I can't wait to see what it is.
I don't believe it. Tony Molinaro won't go out with me Friday night.
Oh, Ma, I'm not surprised. His wife just died. The man is still in mourning.
No, that's not the reason Mae Bloomfield beat me to him.
Oh, well, I hope one day you meet the woman of your dreams, but in the meantime, who are you and what are you doing in our bathroom?
I'm Dwayne, and that's Rick. Hi. And I'm Winston Hardwick III.
Well, we're very glad to meet you, but what are you doing in our bathroom?
This is our room. I'm afraid these 6 of us are going to have to share.
Oh, no, I just have something in my eye.
That's dog love in your eyes.
All right, I admit it. I love dogs. It just breaks my heart that that dog is gone.
I know. I felt the same way when I dropped him off. That's why I stopped.
Told me that Jackie makes you look like a chicken.
I know, but with your nose, you could pull it off.
Girls, you'll never believe what happened. I got a response from my personal ad.
You're kidding.
Great.
And it's just the sweetest letter. He apologizes for waiting so long to respond. He says he...
I mean, you hardly know him.
I suppose, but it feels like I've known him for ages. And that he's known me. Oh, I found the most wonderful man in the world, and I owe it all to the two of you.
But I just sit here a little while longer and look at the Christmas tree.
Oh, it sure is beautiful, isn't it? I think I'll stay and keep you company.
I think that's a good idea. This has been such a pleasant evening. I hate to see it end.
Oh, me too.
Dorothy, you're home. Where's Angela?
Still out in the car. Aunt Angela, you were supposed to wait in the car. Did anyone see you?
Relax. Somebody passed by and I made like I was a lawn jockey. I think it worked. His dog...
See, the same thing happened in my family once. My cousin Astrid...
All right. I'll tell you what happened. Picture it. New York City, Christmas, 1955. Francesca Ragusso's annual Christmas bash. Everyone is there, including the neighborhood heartthrob Salvador DeMilo. All the women adore us.
Shirley MacLaine died 5 or 6 times, and she's just sweet as pie.
Oh, hi, girls. I'm glad you're still up. We're on our way to the beach for a sunrise breakfast. Why don't you get dressed and join us?
No, thank you, Rose.
Well, okay, suit yourself. I'm just going to grab a few blankets and be on my way.
Rose, come on, sit down. We have to go home with me. I mean, for dinner. Maybe next week, or my roommates would love to meet you.
Sure, what's a good night?
Bingo night. Any other time, I'd have to introduce you to my mother.
But I still don't understand. The table looked fine, right?
But it all backfired in my face because the next day, all the good-looking men in the village followed her. That's how I ended up with your father. Boy, talk about learning a lesson the hard way.
Hi, girls.
Ange, how you feeling?
Much better.
I'm dying for your opinion on my movie. Come on, it's all set up in the living room. I didn't get the soundtrack in yet, but I did get the editing done. Now remember, this would be better with a bigger TV.
Yeah, we know.
And it'd be better with music.
We understand.
And of course, it'd be better
It would be better with Shelley Hackrose. Just turn it on.
Here goes.
Worried sick.
Well, I'm sorry, girls, but I thought I'd get home before you all left for the hospital. And I would have, too, if I hadn't seen this stunning dress in a department store window and realized instantly how it would accentuate the soft, voluptuous curves of my gorgeous body.
Gorgeous body. Yesterday it was a bag of russet potatoes with earrings.
Well, I thought that was such a nice way to go.
Dorothy, if I'm lucky enough to live to be 100, make me a promise.
Oh, I promise, Ma. No surprise party.
No, promise me we can get our own apartment. These two are making me crazy.
Thank you.
Confused.
Honey, you think you're confused? Take a look at our horn section.
Is important now, and with them gone, we're supposed to be together in a new way. I saw it on a coffee commercial. I think Taster's Choice. This couple, we're supposed to be like that.
Like what?
Like this couple. They're there, just the two of them, sipping coffee together.
Alvin, am I sitting in the right place?
Depends. If you're looking to catch a bus to Jacksonville, you could be in big trouble.
You old geezer, you know what I'm talking about.
Half the time, I suspect you don't know what you're talking about. Especially when you start all that muttering in Italian. I swear you make up half those words.
I followed you to the boardwalk.
That was you? Thank God. I thought Gino the Enforcer was out on parole.
Ma, please, will you let me say what I have to say?
Maybe I don't want to hear what you have to say. Maybe I'm happy not knowing anything.
Or maybe you know already.
I'm not...
In New York, maybe you'll take it to him,
Nah. I think I'll mail it. That way, I'll always picture him right here on the boardwalk. Hey! Someone's sitting there.
I'll just leave the kids with Stan's mother.
Over my dead body? That gorilla scares the children. Your Michael didn't sleep for a week after he saw her the last time.
Ma, that is enough. One way or another, I'm going to earn that money for the television set.
Sophia, would you just tell us so your husband can enjoy his meal in peace?
Tell me what?
Take care of him for free.
Oh, shut up, Rose. Tell me, how long does Rose have to take care of this pig before she gets the money?
As long as he lives.
Oh, forget it.
Well, I'd split the money with you girls.
Forget it.
How long does a pig live?
About 25 years.
Forget it.
How old is this pig?
29.
Sure is for a pig.
I know a ham turns out nicely at 325. I'm sorry, Rose. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm delirious with grief. So,
This has gone far enough. Rose, honey, I want to talk to you.
Now, don't bother Rose. She's busy.
Oh, it's okay. I was just thumbing through the old family album. Here's a picture of baby when he was young.
Nice hit, Tracy. Now, why don't you throw one into the Schiller's yard?
This has been the worst day of my life.
I know what you mean, Rose. We have had some very special times together. Like the time there was that hurricane and all the power went out for 2 days and we huddled together to keep warm and sang campfire songs and told stories.
Oh, yeah. And Rose admitted that if the city of Atlantis is lost, how can Bobby Vinton appear there twice a year?
Rose, the most unbelievable thing has happened. Remember that letter you wrote to Gorbachev? He's answered it. He wants to see you.
What did Reagan say?
And all our grape stompers are ravaged by an outbreak of athlete's foot. Soon the Chianti has a green hue and tastes like Desenex. They call in Sicily's foremost podiatrist, Bruno Bonafide, dump grapes. And Bruno makes a killing selling orthopedic sandals.
Now, don't tell me he went to America and changed his name to Dr. Scholl.
No. Actually, he developed a foot fetish and suffocated when he shoved his head in a lady's rubber boot.
Dorothy, you're not moving. It reminds me of our wedding night.
Darling, I don't want to dance with you.
Dorothy, please, this is really important. Today, Ted called the airline and booked 2 seats for Acapulco. What does that mean to you?
That he doesn't have a trunk?
I don't think we have that many women's shoe stores in my whole country.
Oh, my Lord, look who just walked in.
Who?
Floyd. And look at that young thing with him. Why, she's half his age.
She's half your age.
Now, you have to go in there and set Sven straight, and the longer you wait, the harder it'll get.
I know you're right, and I will.
Of course she's right. You know, I once made the same mistake myself. I was dating a guy my parents could not stand. He used to come over to the house during...
You naughty boy. When was the last time somebody gave you a spanking?
Vegas.
Come on, Blanche, we don't want to be late. Oh, darn, I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to speak English. Being bilingual really gets me confused.
Ziploc bags get you confused.
Deduction individually and documented with a receipt, okay?
Okay. Man, what the hell is this?
Oh, it's business loss. I made a bad investment.
What investment? You never told me you were investing our money.
Well, I actually wasn't planning to, but I knew this was a moneymaker the minute I laid eyes on it.
Because of marriage, he also dumped you for a 23-year-old stewardess with firm thighs and perky breasts.
You got yourself a ring, muchacho. And it is not the first time he's tried it. Where is Rose? I mean, we have to tell her.
Oh, Dorothy, she said she had to go to the bank and then go to meet Buddy. What are we going to do?
There's nothing we can do. We just have to wait until she gets home.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, girls, how do you like this spiffy little number I picked up?
Watch, but there's nothing we can do. It's her daughter. It's her choice. It's like something that happened back in St. Olaf.
Oh, Rose, stop. Rose, why is it when any one of us makes an observation, the first thing we hear from you is back in St. Olaf? Did it ever occur to you that we might be sick and tired of hearing back in St. Olaf, back in St. Olaf, back in St. Olaf?
The airports are closed. There's a big hurricane headed this way. They want everyone to stay just where they are.
That means that we could be trapped together for days.
Oh, Jesus. Please protect us and watch over us in this our hour of need.
Amen.
Okay. Wait a minute. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's awful, but I have this incredible sweet tooth.
What is it?
Cheesecake.
What kind?
Chocolate.
Oh, I think this could be the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
It's got his schnoz down her blouse. This begins a beautiful love affair. Kids, I was that peasant girl. And the schnoz was Charles the Mole.
Charles the Mole?
Yeah, Charles the Mole. He was the wheelman.
Time worrying about my mother and frolicking gaily on sandy white beaches.
Dancing cheek to cheek under starry skies.
And sharing romantic interludes to the sound of the pounding waves. Oh, God, I hate that wretched old woman. Expensive restaurant. And I went to the powder room, and when I returned to the table, there was an open bottle of Dom Perignon and 2 filled glasses. And we clinked the glasses in a toast, and Stan gave me a coy smile, and I winked at him, and then I just...
Rose, there's something I have to tell you.
Oh, please, Al, there's something I want to say first. I want you to know that I am so excited about going on this trip. And I'm so happy that you chose me for this adventure. I love you, Al, and I'm ready to go anywhere with you. And
Blanche, please, that's a stereotype.
Call it whatever you want. I'm just grateful it's true.
Isn't it great the way we're all getting along? And Michael and Lorraine didn't have...
Oh, Sophia, did they deliver my new bed?
Yeah, and they were here all day setting it up.
All day for that simple little bed?
Simple? I haven't seen so much brass since the brass knuckle at RV show at the Palermo Hilton.
I don't believe it. They delivered the wrong bed.
Blanche, do you think...
Not now.
Mr. Terrific, I think that Lex Luthor and the Joker are harassing an old lady in the stairwell. Could you come in and melt them with your X-ray vision?
Mr. Terrific doesn't have X-ray vision.
Please, Rose, this is no time to point out his shortcomings. Mr. Terrific, please come inside. I don't want your job. We'll figure out a way to get it back for you.
There's only one way to get my job back, and that's to prove to my fans that I deserve the name Mr. Terrific. Hello, fans! It's me, Mr. Terrific!
Don't you remember I called you and told you I'd be here? Of course. Of course, Virginia. No, darling, Virginia couldn't come. I'm Blanche. Here, look. Brought you a little present. Lace handkerchiefs. My. Well, you know, you always used to. God, I was an idiot. Anyway, he sauntered over to me at the soda fountain and gave me this long, smoldering look and said, "So?" Oh, nearly fainted dead away on the spot. The next thing I knew, I was sitting next to another woman.
Are you sure?
Yes. We used to see each other constantly. Now I'm lucky to see him twice a week. If he's not seeing another woman, what else could he be doing?
Maybe he paints like Red Skelton.
Rose, would you please hand me my grade book?
Sure.
Thank you.
He was a man who brought joy into the lives of all he touched.
I have the feeling he touched every behind him.
Fidel Santiago lived life.
Excuse me, Father. Hold that thought.
I can't take it back. It's against store policy.
Are you willing to sign an affidavit to that effect?
What?
An affidavit. It's standard in any NOPRL investigation.
NOPRL.
The NOPRL, Network of Older People Retired But Living. Sophia Petrillo, past president and legal counsel. Their stores and big...
There wasn't anything anyone could do. No one's ever beat it, Sophia.
But someday they will, and it could be tomorrow, and it could be you. I believe that, and you're gonna believe that. Because right now, today, that's all we got. Hope.
And a nectarine.
And a nectarine.
Can lose their looks.
Not in Sicily. In Sicily, if you're born beautiful, you stay beautiful. The whole town sees to it. They check up on you, they encourage you, they never let you slip. That's why we were so happy when Dorothy was born.
Oh, Ma.
Who needed all those people bothering us all the time?
Said to prepare for our roles, we must become cats. That's why I've been playing with your ball of yarn. And Blanche has been making those high-pitched screeching sounds in her room at night.
You've been practicing for this part for a lifetime, haven't you?
Ma, listen, a hospital, naked under a sheet with strange men inspecting my body with cold metal instruments.
Which reminds me, has that Tyler returned my call?
Come on, Blanche, we need to rehearse some more. Will you help us, Dorothy?
Oh, all right.
Maybe we can find an old rug to sharpen our claws on.
Yeah, how about the one on Stanley's head?
At the counseling center, we learned that the first reaction to catastrophe is denial.
Rose, I am not in denial.
Oh, yes, you are. You're just denying you're in denial.
Rose, I am not denying that I am in denial.
If you're not denying you're in denial, then you're in...
Behave yourself. Hello, Mr. Weinstock.
Oh, my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't you? You threw me out of your crummy club.
I'll start working on it just as soon as I finish with the invitations for you-know-who's wedding.
Look, Rose, I would rather not talk about Ma's wedding.
Dorothy, don't you think it's time you gave her your blessing? We've hired a caterer. We've ordered the flowers. The invitations are being sent out.
Blanche, how...
Now that I've never heard before.
You comfortable, Ma?
Oh, yeah. Before we leave, I want to get the model number off this cut. I'm hoping Ethan Allen makes one and not Pine.
Ma, try to make the best of it, okay? We're going to be here for...
I shouldn't have got you mixed up in all this. It's just so hard to tell Blanche the truth.
Clayton, you're selling your sister short. Now, at times, Blanche can be very understanding and compassionate and forgiving.
Get away from my baby brother, you cradle-snatching, empty-headed, two-faced dummy.
Hey, Harry, flip on the game, will you?
Not another game. Oh, come on, Tina, let's go. I'll see you back at the house.
Considering you were in a convertible.
You know, Clay, I've been thinking a lot about what you told me today, and I've also been thinking a lot about that boy out at Rex's drive-in, and honey, the two pictures don't go together. There's just something wrong with one of them.
It all began when your great-grandfather, Nicodemo, was run down by Marco Venuccio's milk wagon.
He ran him down in cold blood?
Very cold. Grandpa was already dead. Unfortunately, there was a gravedigger strike, so the family was using him as a temporary scarecrow.
He was tall, she was short. He was cheap, she was extravagant. He was
opposites. We get the picture.
Well, anyway, I'll never forget the time they sang at our annual talent show, right after the herring juggling act.
Oh, you little pirates. All right, you got it. Now get out of here.
Thank you, Blanche.
Oh, beat it.
I can't believe you did that.
Don't worry, that check was written on our vacation account that we closed last week.
Never really given Salvador a chance.
You know, I don't understand what you see in this man.
It's not something I can explain. Everything you say about him is true. Lord knows he's not terribly bright. He's not terribly good looking and not much of a provider. But I love him anyway. I don't know why. It's the little...
You told us.
Well, so what? You don't have anywhere to go? Besides, I wasn't going to tell you about that night. I was going to tell you about another night. Many years later. Same little romantic bar where George proposed.
Our finest champagne and 2 glasses. Very romantic.
Well, this is a private matter. Whatever we buy is nobody's business but our own. I'd like a package of these, please.
And, I'll take these. Hope is not your father. He has no idea who you are, and he's not about to come anywhere near this place.
That's not true. He's here in Miami. It's right in today's paper.
Well, she's right. He is in a golf tournament here.
Apology accepted.
Rose, what the hell? Who skied backwards on buttermilk?
It was cottage cheese.
The point is, Rose, this Bob Hope story is odd, even for you.
Bob Hope's gone. We just missed him.
Oh, what?
I saw him getting into a limousine and driving away. They said he's going to the airport.
But that can't...
We just forget our money and save our behinds.
Why? You've got a lot more behind than you do money.
No, I'm with you. I say let's cut our losses and get out of here.
Yeah. A bunch. Is everybody thinking what I'm thinking?
That was a really mean thing to say.
As a general rule, Rose, you should not be the first to answer.
That's my minor point. My major point is that, like Rosie, you're screwing around in the bedroom when there are important things to do outside.
Yeah, I can't believe it. That makes sense. I mean, you went the long way around, but that actually makes sense. Oh, that is so typical. All those swamis are just out for a buck. I mean, they can't teach you anything that anyone with any common sense doesn't already know.
I didn't know that.
A visual aid.
Oh, really, Ramdas? If it's all so easy, let's hear you answer this.
That's a better example of a secret.
Oh, then you have been talking about me. I'm your best friend.
She's been talking about me, Blanche.
No, I haven't been talking about either one of you.
What?
I've been talking about both of you. I mean, how could I choose between you two? You're both my best friends. Such a warm, wonderful moment.
Oh, I just wish I spoke Italian so I'd know what they were saying.
Hell, I'm out of the pizza business. Is there anything else to eat?
Stanley, why do you always end up here when you have a problem?
You're my best friend.
But we don't like you.
I know, but you're still my best friend.
Well, you can't depend on coming around here forever. Blanche is thinking about selling the house.
Selling our house?
Anna said she was. She looks like hell.
Thank you, Blanche.
Oh, you know, I think in my novel my heroine will be sick. Tragically sick, but snatched back from death by a doctor. Dorothy, maybe I ought to go to New York with you. New York is a writer's city. I could hang out at the Algonquin, talk to my colleagues, get the juices going.
Honey, I'm going just for 2 days to see a doctor. I've asked Rose to go with me. Oh, Ma, you going to the ballroom again?
No, I was thinking of wearing this when I die. What do you think?
Dr. Harry Weston.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on, Blanche, he's a doctor. He's used to seeing people at their worst. And if you comb your hair, you can be right in that ballpark. Harry? Dorothy, listen, I'm so sorry I have to call you at home, but we're taking care of the Lillestrand.
No, I want to go. Lydia looked so peaceful.
We're not in this life for peace.
You're crying.
No, I'm not. I don't cry.
I can see your tears.
And I can see yours. You know what that tells me?
What?
You're not as ready to die as you think you are. You still want to live, kid.
Some kid.
Your nightstand.
Do you want to see my Vans Cap caca?
As long as I don't have to show you mine.
It's a St. Olaf friendship cake. I'm taking it to Roger.
I am very upset.
Is it because you threw Michael out?
No, it's because I can't make any sense out of those commercials for obsession. Of course it's because of Michael.
You just did what you had.
Sicilian.
What did you serve?
Eels.
Eels?
Yeah, it's true. Eels are a traditional part of a Sicilian Christmas.
Of course, after Christmas, it's eel croquettes, eel hash, eel tetrazzini.
I sure miss a traditional St. Olaf Christmas.
Excuse me.
Birthday. She can't even pick out a sweater for me, much less a whole person.
Oh, I wish she felt better about us.
Well, she's just gonna have to get used to us. I'm staying around. If you let me.
Oh, I'll let you.
Rose.
Not in the kitchen. You'll dry out. Hey, Dorothy, guess who's on Johnny Carson tonight?
Who?
Johnny Carson.
Must be the anniversary show. Rose, what's that supposed to be?
A flab stimulator.
Would you just look at them?
They look good together, don't they?
Well, I don't think so. I think Dorothy's fallen for him. Little Miss Hard to Get has been letting him lead.
I'm gonna go find the men's room.
Oh, it's right down the hall on your right.
Cheesecake, Rose?
Let's taste it and find out.
How's the skating going?
Thanks. All right, I'm going. Here, Dorothy, you throw this out. I'll push a car around the front.
All right, let's see. Who's next? Number 43?
Of someone I used to know a long time ago. I was cloistered in a small monastery in St. Olaf, Minnesota.
Where every spring the ducks return?
If we remember to throw out the corn, you know it?
Well, I know it very well. I was born and raised in St. Olaf.
Well, this is to admit Stan was pretty amazing today. Did you see the way he stood up for himself? I mean, this is not the same guy who screamed, "Paint my toenails, we've just invaded Korea." It was kind of attractive.
Don't let your ego get involved.
My ego is not involved. Look, I'm nobody special, Ma. I'm just an average citizen. I saw another citizen and I reached out. A man changed his life and I'm just somebody who helped him do it. Me, Dorothy Spornak, miracle worker.
Shut up. Get a life. Stop calling Rose. She doesn't want to talk to you, so leave her alone. Thank you.
Is that what you wanted to say to me, Rose?
Well, I'm sorry, but I suppose so.
Excuse me, can I get your attention, please? I'd like to clear the air.
Good to have you home, Ma.
No autographs.
No problem. If this is true, I'm rooting for Sonny. You know, the paisan. Besides, there's something about this guy that just hunks me off.
So, Dorothy, can I see you later tonight?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lila.
Sonny Bono, get off my lanai.
Dorothy, before I go, can I make just one more plea for your heart?
Oh, all right, Sonny, go ahead.
That was it.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Do it for all of us who wish we had the chance.
Hi.
Hi. Dorothy said you wanted to talk to me back here.
Well, Sonny and Rose and Dorothy are making some... Then I said to myself, Blanche, too much rouge. So, after a few minor adjustments, may I present the new Sophia Petrillo.
Up and take a bow.
If I'm not mistaken, all the waiters were whistling at me.
Maybe they never saw anyone eat a steak that fast.
Jim, I think it's nice how things are working out for Rose and Miles.
Well, it had to happen sometime, pussycat. Rose found a man. And pretty soon, Blanche will find a man. And before you know it, you...
I think that just might work. I mean, she thinks of herself as the godfather. I'll just make her an offer that she can't remember.
Sophia, thank you for coming.
Anywhere Hey, I do have it pretty good. Now, if I could just get you to crack the window when you lock me in the car.
Ma, stop it now. I want you to behave yourself. We're here to give Rose moral support on her big day, and I don't want you doing or saying anything to embarrass her.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Rose.
This is so sorry. Let's talk about me then.
Blanche, Rose did something absolutely incredible tonight. There was a robbery at the dog show. Ma and I were held hostage. Rose was the only reporter there.
Well, shoot. I missed everything. Let's see the tape.
Okay. Oh, Dorothy, what crossword puzzle are you doing?
Sunday, New York Times. In ink.
Thanks for a lovely evening, Carl.
Rose, I've got an idea. What do you say we go away for the weekend?
Carl, I'm not sure I'm ready to.
It's because of this Miles guy, right? Look, Rose, I don't want to push you, but I just wish I knew what I was up against. I mean, who is this guy? Why did he...
I want to tell you something. I've never weighed more than 100 pounds on any day of my adult life. And because you're my friend, I want you to sit down and I'll share with you that secret.
Tell me, Sophia.
I was born that way. I could eat anything and never get fat. Did anyone ever tell you?
He's so proud of me. My body's just as lithe and taut as the day we were wed.
Blanche! Nothing.
She actually said that?
Yeah. And a whole lot of Italian words. I'm not too sure if it was a curse, but I did talk like a girl for about 3 weeks. It was a turning point in my life. It's when I finally started growing up.
You mean, and all that happened because of my mother?
I like to think so.
Blanche, morning, Ma. You sleep well?
No, I have that recurring nightmare. You know, the one where I'm in bed with Warren Beatty, and he says, sorry, this is too sick even for me.
Well, now I know why Hemingway killed himself. Oh, girls, I have writer's block. It is the worst feeling in the world.
A beautiful young peasant girl with clear olive skin meets an exciting but penniless Spanish artist. There's an instant attraction. They laugh, they sing, they slam down a few Boilermakers. Shortly afterwards, he's arrested for showing her how he can hold...
Down at the bottom in itty-bitty time.
Our ad in yesterday's paper should have read, Sitwell cortisone salve prevents hemorrhoids, not presents hemorrhoids.
Below that. Oh, nobody's ever gonna even see it. Everybody's gonna still think I'm 68.
And dead. Why does she keep...
Flowers for Blanche Deveroux?
Oh, no, that's Devereaux. It's only pronounced Deveroux in limericks. Well, Blanche, here you are. You say nobody cares about you. What do you say now?
Oh, from Mel Bushman.
Mountain, so I don't have to explain anything.
Well, you know, we just didn't need 2 cooks. And obviously, Sophia was going to be the Italian cook. It was obvious after she'd been hired and we all started working together that I think the network...
She'd been there prior to the murder. I think I see now how it happened. Last evening at dinner, when Miss McGlynn saw Blanche give Kendall Nesbitt her key, she was furious. She dropped a steak knife into her purse.
Big deal, I took a whole place in.
Not now, Ma!
And then she feels better.
It scares me a lot.
Well, anyway, good luck to you both. Come along, Clarice.
Help me.
Did you see that? I tell you, some people should not be allowed near children. We'd ought to pay it.
She's talking about me, isn't she?
No, Rose. She's talking about Spike Lee.
But don't get smart with me, Dorothy, just because you're out $10,000.
Me?
Well, face facts. I mean, we were already roommates.
There isn't an evening I miss one of your broadcasts, Jerry. I just love that in-depth location piece you did on the homeless.
Oh, thank you very much. My agent said if I hadn't referred to them as bums, I would have won a Peabody.
Wow. So, Jer, ever dress up like a horse?
How do we start, Mom? Well, 98 times out of 100, I think the best way to start is with a kiss.
What are the other 2?
Baby steps, Bob, baby steps.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you want...
A toast.
Okay.
To finality and closure. To husbands being out of our lives and gone forever.
Oh, Dorothy!
Wait, this is good. I mean, don't cry. Why are you crying?
Our husband, my mother, left the storm cellar to find Toto. Her constant companion and favorite cow.
Why are we nice to her?
The point is, when Mother went out in the storm, she got quite a bump on her.
Oh, good, Rose, here you are. Honey, listen, I have been giving it some serious thought, and I have finally come up with a perfect solution for your very sensitive problem with Miles.
What?
Cheat on him.
I can't.
Bottle of your best champagne.
Did you hear that? Last time I had champagne, Miles and I crashed a bar mitzvah. By the way, Blanche, you have a large tuchus.
That better mean bosom.
Cosmetic surgery.
Cosmetic surgery? Why?
Because I look old, Rose. You have any idea what it's like working on a college campus?
Well, I've never worked on one, but I was the subject of a lab experiment once.
You never told me that.
Blanche and Thor and I will be out in the lanai, so you'll have the living room all to yourselves.
You're all willing to do this?
Well, of course. Now, come on, let's go pick out the teeth you'll wear tonight.
Thor, you so... I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
It's been 2 days. Why haven't those Jeopardy people called?
Dorothy, I'm surprised at this reaction. God knows you've had your share of experience sitting by a phone that doesn't ring.
Nicest thing that you have ever said to me.
It is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're probably right. Most of the time when I compliment you, I'm not being sincere. But I really meant that last one, I swear.
Look, Blanche, the rusty anchor is not worth risking our friendship over. If you want...
Not too late.
Don't, Mom.
Don't try to stop me, Dorothy. This curse is bigger than both of us. Well, bigger than me. I'm only doing this because I love you.
What is it, Sophia?
I saw Dorothy and Miles kissing. I said I saw Dorothy, your friend, and Miles, your fiancé.
Dog, new tricks, but believe me, it is not impossible. Open your minds. Walk down new roads. Shake the cobwebs from your brains. You know, there's a time to play and a time to learn, and believe me, gentlemen, your lives will be much better if you make this a time to learn.
Something happens. I want you to look after Dorothy and Blanche and Sophia for me.
Sure, Mom, whatever you want.
And there's something else I want to tell you. Now lean in close. This is very important. Live from New York.